Alrighty guys, in today's video, me and Scully are going to go over why the SSR pit bikes are the best Chinese pit bikes to buy. So there's a lot of pit bike manufacturers, I guess you'd call them, the Chinese brands. Apollo, Coolster, SSR, TaoTao, or TaoTao, whatever you want to call it.
A bunch like X-Moto,
Peace Moto,
Pista Pros,
Pista
Pros are a pretty good brand as well.
But you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of Chinese brands out there, and a lot of them are dirt cheap, and a little bit, like the SSRs, for instance, are a little bit more expensive. Yeah, but we're going to tell you guys why they're actually a little bit better, and that's why they charge a little bit more, because you're getting a lot better quality bike.
Yeah, you're better off spending the extra $200 to $300 on the SSR in comparison to the other bikes.
So we have right here in front of you, this is an SSR 110 semi-manual, 2016. You can see it's been sticker bombed and everything.
We've had this thing on the channel for 2 years now.
At least 2 years this thing's been on the channel.
It was originally mine, and then I sold to Sparky, pretty much gave it to him, and we just beat the crap out of it. We put a piston and rings set in it once that lasted like a summer-ish, of like straight beating on, and then we rebuilt it recently with the new cylinder, piston rings,
And it's been running good.
And it's running mint.
But I mean, this bike we paid, I think it was $465 for it. What, 2-3 years ago?
Yep.
That was when it was pretty
2018,
new.
2018, it was a 2016 at the time, so it's 2 years
Yeah, it's got a title for it and everything. Yep. But it's been super reliable. Like
the only thing that's going right now is the clutch.
And it's because we've been riding it hard.
I mean, 4 years on a clutch is pretty deep. There's probably
especially when the guy that rides it is like
150 hours.
What, 190 Sparky weighs?
Yeah.
There's a 190-pound guy on here that's jumping it, bunny hopping it, wheeling it constantly, all the way wide open,
doing burnouts, all that kind of stuff.
So we also have two more SSRs, guys. We have an SSR 110 full manual, and then an SSR 170. TR. This is a TR. Okay. Now we've had a TaoTao DBX1 that's in a lot of our old videos.
They actually stole the motor from it.
There's a motor of it over there. I had a Thumpstar, so we've had a few different brands. We have 3 different brands of pit bikes.
This is just our personal opinion, obviously.
Right.
But from what we've seen,
we've had experience, like riding an SSR, we don't have to fix on it every weekend because with the DBX1, we were always doing adjustments.
Carb adjustments.
Like we put the knockoff Makuni on the DBX1 TaoTao, and it just never ran right. Like this 170 with the 20, it's got an actual Makuni, but the same size carburetor. Doesn't have the sputter, the power cut down low like the Tao had. We tried jetting, up and down. It was just not good. So the SSR is definitely superior, even though you pay a little bit more.
Yeah, guys. So basically, just all the parts on the SSR are just way better machined, way better quality. It's just the engines just seem to hold up to the abuse that we put them through way better than anything else we've really had.
Right, and the parts support for SSR is pretty good. They're one of the top brands. If you mention SSR in the pit bike community, everybody knows. We bought that DBX1 brand new. That was a 2019 brand new, and it was a problem out of the box.
Did a proper break-in. I rode it not under heavy loads for like 4 to 6 hours. Broke it in, just went through the RPM range, nothing hard, and then threw a clutch, and then got a nut in the top of the motor like a few months after. But they luckily did send me a whole new motor, which was very nice of them. But I just didn't want to deal with it. It was just problems every weekend, pretty much. Swing arm bushings
went out in like 2 months. They were already whacked. Those needle bearings in there were junk. I'm not saying the SSRs don't have that problem, because they do, but it's not as bad as that TBX1. The Thumpstar was a pretty good quality bike. I would say Thumpstar is pretty high up on the totem pole.
There's not too many of them in production.
Exactly. And the parts support for those is a lot worse because they're Australian. And even if you go on eBay, obviously some of the parts, like, if you want to buy a lever
pretty much
or
all the universal parts,
shifter, stuff like that. But if you want to buy engine parts, the Thumpstar's engine design is slightly different than these 110 and 125 motors. The fins are different. Just the stuff is a little bit different. And I know they have different side covers for the dipstick. They have a short dipstick and stuff like that.
Was the clutch different? A little bit
Clutches, I think, are the same. They're the same manual clutch and all that stuff. But yeah, overall, I would say SSRs can be put through abuse way, way, way more than the other Chinese brands. I know a lot of people are trying to buy the Apollo RFZs. And from what I've seen out of the box, they're kind of doggy. Like all the Chinese bikes, the carbs are just not, set up right. You might have to jet it a little bit, do some adjustments. We've never had an Apollo RFZ, so I can't talk too much about it. But I do know the SSR would probably, you know, hold up to it no problem, or walk it, you know, depending on what you got on it. But I'm sure we'll find an Apollo RFZ or somebody that has one, and we'll definitely try to race them, or, you know, compare the SSRs to those guys.
For sure.
But yeah, other than that, that's all we wanted to go through, why the SSR was the superior pit bike for the price. You can buy those Pista Pros and all those really top of the line, a KLX or CRF, but you're going to pay double or triple the price.
Yep.
You know?
It's just, you know, the name brand bikes, you know, that's what everyone wants. But if you get a used KLX, they're like $1,500. Like, you can buy a brand new 2020 for like $1,200, 125.
A 125 manual. That's going to be just as fast.
Yeah, it's literally the same pretty much.
Exactly. The only thing is it's an SSR.
And they've actually been doing really good upgrades. Like on the 170, they have the fully adjustable shocks, front and rear.
Yeah, the 170 is definitely set up nice.
They're actually getting pretty technologically advanced with all of their stuff now. So
yeah, they're up to date with all the Jap stuff.
They're definitely coming in with a new wave of technology that everyone else is running.
Oh, definitely. But yeah, this is probably the most abused pit bike we have, and we've had it for the longest time.
Never skipped a beat.
And it's always been running good. The transmission has had no issues. Only thing, like I said, guys, is the clutch is finally wearing out, but it still drives with the worn clutch. Like,
it's just because since the kicker runs through the clutch, you know,
it'll slip a little bit
and then
when you try to kick it.
It'll only kick over sometimes.
Right. So. Other than that, it's pretty minty. What else did you want to add? Anything, buddy?
No, that's what you said. Pretty much everything.
That's everything. But like the SSR is going to be probably like, you know, $400 to $500 more than some of those bikes. You can buy a brand new Apollo RFZ, I think, for $800, I believe.
Yeah, like $850, something like that.
I think it's like $850 for a 125, whereas an SSR might cost you $12.
Yeah.
But you're going to definitely notice the quality difference and just the overall better bike experience with the SSR. So if you guys are in the market for a pit bike, highly recommend check out an SSR. We have some videos on our channel of the SSRs.
Yeah.
We can answer any questions regarding SSR, pit bikes, or the other brands, because we've had most of them.
I just want to say one thing. I'm not going to lie, the Tao had some decent power. Once you got past like the quarter throttle range, it would definitely have a lot of mid-range.
But we haven't owned an SSR 140, and I'm sure the SSR 140 has just amount of power.
Yeah, it's just the difference is that the 14 and 17, you know, you have to have a big wheel to actually truly compare them.
Right.
But
so, yeah, guys, that's kind of all we wanted to do in the video. We're going to get some more content of these bikes for you guys to watch. So if you're watching the video and you were curious for some riding clips, we have some on the channel, but we'll be getting more with all three of the bikes. And hopefully we'll add more to the collection soon. Because I know I want to get another bike yet, another beater. Maybe we'll try an Apollo RFZ and see how they are, find a used one. Because then we tried most of the brands. Once we found if an RFZ is good, well, maybe it's good. But from what I've seen, it's mediocre.
Yeah.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below any thoughts you have on SSRs or any pit bikes. And that's going to be it for the video.